Welcome to Up with Inspiration on day 3 of 30 days of thanks, and I'm thankful for my family and a stone face that disappeared, then appeared, then disappeared for good. We stood there as a family, looking up at nothing but fog at Franconia Notch in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. We knew that the great stone face was right in front of us, but we couldn't see it for the thick fog. Dad had taken us there many years ago when I was just 6 years old, and we had a wonderful time looking at that great stone face that had been there for over 12,000 years. And yet on this day, on my grandmother's 100th birthday, with my little daughter there, just a little kid, and my father, and the rest of my family, we couldn't see it. So we stood around, held hands, and said a prayer and just asked God, "Oh Lord, please allow us to see the great stone face. It's been so much a part of our life, and we've all come from different parts of the United States to be here with Mama on her 100th birthday. And now here we are in the White Mountains, and it's all fogged in. Oh Lord, please grant us a miracle and allow us to see that great stone face." We dropped our hands and looked up to the mountain, and instantly the clouds parted, and we could see the great stone face brilliantly and beautiful. And then all of the clouds within a few seconds came back together, and it was gone. Oh yes, family is very, very important. Jesus knew that. Jesus created family. In fact, he said that my mother, my brothers, and my sisters are these right here, the ones that hear my word, listen to my word, and follow me. The year was 29 AD, and Jesus was with 3 of his disciples, 3 of his closest, Peter, James, and John. And Jesus took the 3 men up onto the mountain, and while he was there, he was transfigured right before them into the glorious God. And Moses and Elijah came and ministered to him and spoke with him. And as they did, Peter was just beside himself and just wanted to build tabernacles for all 3 of them. And a voice came out of heaven and said, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." Jesus was never again seen in that form on earth. We stood there looking up at the mountain. We had just seen it open up and the clouds close back right away. And I thought, wow, it would be so nice to have that picture. "Dad, could we pray one more time?" "Sure, son." So the whole family got around in the corner, got in a circle, and we prayed. We just prayed and asked God, would you please open up the clouds one more time so that we could take a picture? Oh Lord, thank you. We were believing. We dropped our hands, and instantly the clouds parted one more time. I took my camera, snapped it, and as soon as I snapped that picture, the clouds came back together. And this is the picture. The old man of the mountain, what a beautiful structure he was. A beautiful profile of a man on stone, 40 feet high on the Cannon Mountain. People have been going to that mountain for centuries. In the year 2000, the old man of the mountain showed up on the back of the state quarter for New Hampshire. However, just 3 years later, after all those centuries, In all those thousands of years of being on that mountain, the old man of the mountain collapsed. Yes, the old man of the mountain collapsed, never, ever to be seen again. It was 95 AD, 66 years after the Transfiguration, and all of the 12 disciples were dead, except for one, the youngest, John, who had been on the mountain with Jesus, and Peter and James at the Transfiguration of Jesus Christ. And John, the only remaining apostle, the only one who was not murdered and executed for not denying Jesus Christ, was exiled to the island of Patmos in the Aegean Sea off of Greece. And on the day of the Lord, he had the vision, the most famous vision ever recorded. And during that vision, John saw the glorious Jesus Christ one more time. But this day, on the day of the harvest, the day when he harvests the entire earth and brings all of the people before him to judge the living and the dead.